Studies show that 100% of everybody in the world wants to curl up indoors and do nothing because it's so darn cold out there. That's why many people are turning to Bombas, whose pillowy plush slippers and warm merino wool socks have been said to be the most comfortable in the history of feet. Bombas products have been found to boost coziness by up to 1,000,000%. Okay, enough fake statistics, but could Bombas socks and slippers really be the cure? Go to bombas.com/audio and use code AUDIO for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code AUDIO.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
This holiday, give the gift that says, let's cancel plans and just lounge. MeUndies has dropped a new holiday collection, and it's made for maximum cozy. We're talking soft as snow, ultramodal fabric, festive prints, and loungewear so comfy your couch might get jealous. Onesies, hoodies, joggers, even delightfully quirky holiday designs. You're welcome. Knock out all your holiday gifting needs with deals up to 60% off at MeUndies.com/comfort. Enter promo code COMFORT. That's MeUndies.com/comfort, code COMFORT.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Hey guys, finding the perfect gift for the food lover in your life is easy, thanks to Goldbelly. Goldbelly ships America's most iconic foods, straight from world-famous restaurants right to your door. So if you want to treat someone to Joe's Stone Crab from Miami, Franklin Barbecue from Texas, or desserts from famous foodies like Ina Garten or Martha Stewart, Goldbelly has you covered. Just go to goldbelly.com and for a limited time, get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's promo code GIFT.
Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes.
What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Wednesday. It's the hump day, November 5th, 2025. Hope your week is going well. It's all downhill from here. So today we got our matchup preview with the Purdue Boilermakers. Yeah, I know it's going to be a short one, but they say size doesn't matter. Is that true? It's not the size of the... No, it's the motion of the ocean, not the size of the waves, something like that. I don't know. I don't believe that shit for a minute. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about that problem. That's right. That's what she said. Anyway, let's get into it here. As always, please hit us up at thebuckeyecast.com. Check out the shop. Get something good for yourself or somebody else. Get yourself a long sleeve tee like my guy Johnny C. That rhymes on purpose. And or get a hoodie, get a jacket, whatever. Quarter zips are popular this time of year when you're out there at the pumpkin patch or picking apples, whatever the hell you people do up north. Anyway, I used to be there, so I've done all the northern stuff. Let's get into it. So to open it up here, the Buckeyes hit the road Saturday for a 1 p.m. Yes, that's 1 p.m. Eastern time on BTN, because of course it'd be a weird time on BTN. Your number one Ohio State Buckeyes take on the 2-7 Purdue Boilermakers in West Lafayette, where apparently the sun never shines. The Buckeyes come in 8-0. Purdue lost 7 straight, winless in the Big Ten. Stop me if you've heard this before. Another year, another winless season in the Big Ten for Purdue. The Buckeyes are heavy favorites, of course, but the matchup comes with a storyline, though, that actually matters, and that is the offensive line health. A little bit of a situation going on here. So Let's get into it. On the O-line, Ryan Day confirmed that 3 interior offensive linemen, Luke Montgomery, Tegra Tshabola, and Josh Padilla, that's our guards, are all dealing with injuries coming out of the Penn State game. Day said at least 2 of the 3 will be practicing this week. 1 is questionable heading into Saturday. Here's what that means. If Padilla, who rotated in at guard behind Tshabola, can't go, if Padilla can't go, Tshabola will handle all the snaps at right guard, right? I mean, that seems pretty clear. If Montgomery, the left guard, is the one who's out, then expect Padilla to slide over to left or bring in Gabe Van Sickle. He can step in at left guard. He actually played the final series versus Penn State last week during the kneel down. So at least he's done it. He's probably done it more in practice, I'd imagine. The rest of the line, Austin Sareveld, Carson Hinsman, Phillip Daniels, they all remain healthy. They all need to step their game up, especially Daniels and Hinsman. They allowed some pressures last week. So the good news is this is the deepest Ohio State offensive line Ryan Day has had since he's been there. The bad news, the depth is going to get tested sooner than you thought. Now, bright side, sunny side up, it's Purdue. You could probably roll out our third string O-line there. So the Buckeyes, looking at the Buckeye season, we are 30th in yards per game, 438, and we are 17th in points per game, 37. Defense is first in the country in yards per game, allowing 215, and allowing just 6.9 points per game. That's still best in the country, even after giving up 2 touchdowns to Penn State. So we know Julian Sayin, he's been the story, talk of the town, Heisman leader. He's been lights out. He has 2,188 yards passing, 23 TDs, only 3 picks, and he has an absurd 80.7 completion percentage. So Ryan Day made it official last week. He said, quote, "If Julian keeps playing this way, he deserves to be in the conversation for the Heisman." So, yes, agreed and agreed. Bo Jackson, he continues to separate himself in the backfield with 538 yards on 81 carries. That's average of 6.6 yards per rush, so we'll take that. Those big runs, are counted just like the stops for no gain. Then you got your wide receiver duo of Jeremiah Smith with 725 yards, 9 touchdowns. Carnell Tate, 711 yards, 7 touchdowns. That's definitely your best wide receiver duo in the country, no doubt about it, no questions. Now, Purdue, again, 2-7, 0-6 in Big Ten play. Their offense is 74th in the country. They are putting up 377 per game. Their scoring, though, is a 107th in the country, 22.1 points per game. Their defense is 96th in yards allowed, and they are 87th. They're giving up 27 points a game. So their quarterback, Ryan Brown, he's been inconsistent. He has 1,800 yards, 1822, 9 touchdowns, 7 picks, though. But his completion percentage is 61%. That's not great. We're kind of spoiled with Julian Sayin, Star running back Devin Mockabee, the mother-loving Mockabee. Seems like he's been there for a decade. He's out for the season, though. So that leaves Purdue with a patchwork kind of rushing attack by committee. They've struggled badly in turnover margin, -10 on the year. That's 133rd in college football. On third down conversion rate, they're at 39%. That's not great. This team is not built to threaten the number 1 team in the country, obviously. But we've seen weird things happen over there in West Lafayette. The freaks come out at night, but at least it's a day game. Some matchups to watch. The Ohio State O-line versus the Purdue front 7. I think this is your main storyline. Purdue defense ranks 91st against the run and the pass, both. 91st against both. That's kind of coincidental. If the Ohio State interior is banged up, Ryan Day may need to simplify the blocking schemes and lean on short passing. So expect to see more quick game rhythm throws for Sayin to keep pressure off the interior of the O-line. Another matchup to watch, Buckeye wide receivers versus the Purdue secondary. Purdue's allowing 234 passing per game, and they haven't seen a Carnell Tate and a Jeremiah Smith all year, so nothing close to it. So this should be another stat padding opportunity for Sayin, pump up those Heisman odds, and his receivers as well. One more matchup, the Buckeye defense versus the Purdue offensive line. This could get ugly, folks. This could get really, really ugly. Ohio State ranks first in total defense, third in pass defense, allowing just 133 yards per game through the air. Purdue is going to struggle to protect Brown against Kenyatta, Caden McDonald, Arvell Reese. These guys are all coming off monster games against Penn State, and I feel that momentum is just going to roll right through West Lafayette. So the numbers that tell the story, the Buckeyes +4 turnover margin, that's 29th. Purdue -10 turnover margin, that's 133rd. Red zone defense, Buckeyes number 1 nationally, allowing 50% scores. Purdue time of possession, 113th in the country, has 28 minutes, 22 seconds. So the Ohio State defense will stay fresh all game long. So the translation of all this is Purdue cannot sustain drives. They can't protect the quarterback, and they can't stop explosive plays on defense. So, yeah, I don't know. Purdue just lost a tight game against Rutgers. Is that something to hang your hat on? I don't know. The Boilers are inconsistent, but they hang in games. We saw them against the Cheaters last week. They were helped out by some turnovers in the red zone by Underwood. Sorry, that was low class, below the belt, you might say. Anyway, that's how they stayed in that game. It really wasn't as close as the final score indicated. They got run all over. So let's stay healthy. Big focus this week. Stay healthy. Continue to fine-tune the run game and keep the O-line healthy and rest guys if you have to. So even with some shuffling on the O-line, the Buckeyes should control this game start to finish. The Buckeyes have too much firepower on both sides of the ball, and Purdue simply does not have the personnel to keep up. So Sayin's going to add to his Heisman resume, probably JJ as well. Let's get Bo Jackson over 100 yards. And how about a shutout by the Buckeye defense? Let's go for, what is it? Would be our third, fourth? Yeah, whatever. Buckeyes are favored by 29.5, over under a 48. We're going to have to cover that over under by ourselves. I don't think we're going to get any help from the Boilers. So I got Ohio State 41-0. Jeff has 42-6. Sean has 45-0. So let me know what you guys think. Hit me with your score predictions. Always do your shopping at thebuckeyecast.com. Get your Buckeye gear there. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.
Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes. Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes. Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes. Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes. Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes. Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes. Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... There, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes.